One day before signing that legislation on the 4th of July, the president celebrated its passage at a rally in Des Moines, Iowa. At that event, President Trump declared his disdain for Democrats.
Not one Democrat voted for us, and I think we use it in the campaign that's coming up, the midterms, because we got to beat them. But all of the things that we've given, and they wouldn't vote only because they hate Trump. But I hate them too, you know that. So it's sort of I really do. I hate them. I cannot stand them because I really believe they hate our country.
That's
joining us now.
That's on the 4th of July, and by the way, a lot of Republicans hate this bill too, and I don't think it means they hate this country. There's so many different ways to have a 4th of July address than that.
That was,
and it's just shocking. Well, let's bring it right now. Democratic Congressman Jason Crow of Colorado and Democratic Congressman Seth Moulton of Massachusetts. They're both military combat veterans. They're both members of the House Armed Services Committee, and they both honorably served this country in uniform. Congressman Crow, we heard what the president said. I wonder if that applies to Republicans who also hated this bill. There's a lot to hate about this bill. Like, if you're a conservative, for instance, you hate the fact that it raised the national debt more than any other bill in the history of America. If you are a conservative like me, you also hate that it is the biggest, most pork-laden bill in the history of America. I mean, there are a lot of reasons to hate this bill, and you can still love. In fact, I would say it's a very American act to not like this bill, because you actually don't want our deficit to go up $20 trillion over the next decade. What do you think, Congressman?
Yeah, well, I agree. I mean, I do hate this bill. This is the worst piece of legislation I've voted on in my career in Congress, which is saying something, because I've voted on some pretty awful stuff. But listen, there's a difference between voting and hating and despising and fiercely debating legislation versus saying that we hate each other. Right? That is the distinction here. You know, Seth Moulton and I, we're some of the most bipartisan members of Congress. Seth and I are founding members of the Bipartisan Veterans Caucus in the House of Representatives, because we believe there's a difference between hating legislation, fiercely debating legislation, versus coming out and saying that we hate each other as Americans. Donald Trump has built his career on getting Americans to hate each other, because he is trying to consolidate political power for himself. He has no interest in leadership. Leadership, as we know from our time in the military, is actually finding common cause. It's finding commonality between diverse people and then bringing them together to achieve something great. That is something that Donald Trump can and will never understand.
Well, Seth Moulton, Congressman, you served in uniform, and you served with Republicans, with Democrats, with independents. When you're in the military, you don't care what their political ideology is. You're all on the same team. And I know, because you have attempted time and again to be bipartisan, you feel the same way in Congress, and I salute you for that. The president's remarks talking about how he hates Democrats for voting against this bill, it's just, again, I find it pretty remarkable, because I know you talked to a lot of Republicans behind the scenes. They hated this bill too. They didn't want the national debt to go up by $20 trillion. They didn't want rural health care slashed to the extent that rural health care is going to be slashed. They didn't want that to happen while billionaires and multinational corporations and people that run monopolies in Silicon Valley were getting the biggest tax cuts of their life, while middle class and working class people in your district were struggling. Again, a lot of reasons to vote against this bill other than not liking America. Talk about it.
Yeah, no, you're right. And as you said, Joe, two to one Americans are against this bill. So does that mean that Trump hates 2 Americans for every one that he likes? I mean, this is not, as Jason said, a president who understands what leadership is about, because leadership is bringing people together. Leadership is about showing people a positive way forward, even when you have differences. Jason and I were both platoon commanders on the ground in Afghanistan for him and Iraq for me. And we had remarkably diverse platoons. amazing Americans from all over this country with different religious beliefs, different political beliefs. And yet at the end of the day, we were able to set aside those differences to do what's right for the country. What's right for the country was not voting for this bill. And that's why Republicans were twisting themselves in knots behind the scenes to try to justify what they've done. Just like you saw Josh Hawley do a few minutes ago, twist himself in knots to try to justify supporting the president's agenda. But the president doesn't understand unifying leadership. He hates people who serve the country. We've heard him say that before. And listening to him at that July 4th speech, honestly, Joe, it felt more like listening to my 4-year-old and 6-year-old daughters when they get in a vicious fight and just say, well, I hate you. Wait a minute, I hate you. I mean, it's childish. It's not leadership. And it's not American. You know, that's no way to celebrate the 4th of July. That's no way to bring Americans together to remind us of our common values. That's what should be happening on July 4th.
Congressman Moulton, to state the obvious, I'm pretty sure you did not hate America when you signed up for the military. A couple of days after your college graduation and served 4 tours, and you, Congressman Crow, when you were jumping out of airplanes earning a Bronze Star with the 82nd Airborne in Afghanistan. But let's talk about the substance of this bill. Congressman Crow, what will it mean now that it has passed? Now that it's been signed by the President of the United States, if we can take it down to ground level, what will it mean in the state of Colorado in your district?
Well, it's going to mean hundreds of thousands of people losing health care coverage. In fact, just yesterday, Planned Parenthood of Colorado announced that they're no longer going to accept Medicaid coverage for their patients. So 15,000 patients, largely women, largely underserved women, are no longer getting health care through Planned Parenthood. That's just one of many examples. I have 175,000 constituents in my district alone whose health care is now at great risk. You know, I spend my time showing up to health care clinics, answering phone calls, talking to people who literally don't know, who are breaking down in tears to me, who don't know where they're going to get their medicine, who don't know where they're going to get health care for their children, who don't know how they're going to survive. That's what this is about, right? And we lose sight of that debate. You know, you listen to Josh Hawley, you listen to others talking about, you know, X number of Americans, millions of Americans, cutting this program, cutting that program. Behind all of that seemingly abstract debate are all of these people who are already suffering and will continue to suffer so greatly. It is heartbreaking, and it is why Seth and I are going to fight like hell, tooth and nail, to roll this back and to prevent the worst of this from taking effect.
I hope all Americans actually that actually care about their country will focus on what's happening because of this bill. What's going to happen to health care? What's already happening to health care?
To maternity care.
To maternity.
Now.
Whether you're in Missouri or Mississippi, whether you're in Michigan or Maine, wherever you are, Mike Barnicle, make no mistake, you have Josh Hawley, who voted to slash health care all across Missouri and all across America, saying, oh, we'll worry about this in 2030. No, the fact is, rural hospitals, if Josh Hawley knew this, I find it hard to believe he'd ever vote against a bill. Rural hospitals have been in a state of emergency right now for the past decade or so. Things keep getting worse for rural hospitals. About 50% of all children in rural America get their health care from Medicaid. So many parents that their grown-up children send to retirement communities, send to nursing homes. That's funded by Medicaid. And there's already a rural health care crisis. So 2 things are happening right now. These rural hospitals, these rural retirement centers, these pediatricians in rural communities, these maternity wards are having to close down, and they're starting to close down now because rural hospitals are having to prepare for the massive cuts that don't come in 2030. But they're starting up and are going to accelerate through 2026, and they're going to keep accelerating. So rural hospitals are having to slash services right now to plan ahead for what Josh Hawley and Lisa Murkowski and so many other Republicans just did. That's one thing we have to worry about. Another thing is something I've talked about my entire adult life, and that is the deficit. The deficit, the federal debt. We were fighting about it when we were balancing the budget when it was $5 trillion. We were concerned about that. It's $37 trillion now. Over the next decade, it's going to add another $20 trillion. We're going to be at $57 to $60 trillion for our national debt. It's unsustainable. And yet, they just voted, these Republicans in the House and Senate just voted to let that happen. And Americans need to wake up. And they need to roll back these ruinous policies. Just because people wanted to give tax cuts to billionaires and to multinational corporations, and again, to people who are literally running monopolies in Silicon Valley. It's outrageous, Mike.
Joe, you just outlined briefly the worst elements of this, one of the worst bills ever passed in recent memory. And the bill, unfortunately, hammers away at the lives of Americans living on the edge every single day. The poor, the marginal, people in need of help, people in need of government help, people with jobs and without jobs, people with income and without income. Those are the people who are going to be most damaged by this dreadful piece of legislation. Who's going to benefit from it? People like us, people who are doing pretty well in America. And those who are doing even better than us are going to make out even better than we will. And that's the unfortunate aspect of this bill. And Congressman Moulton, I'd like to ask you about your specific district. Has it started already with people approaching you, people who live on the edge, people who you know and who have helped? Has it started already in your ear, in your office, on your phone?
Yes, it has, Mike. And it's across the district. It's stories like the ones that Jason just shared. I'll tell you, one place I'm hearing them is at the VA. You know, I made a commitment to continue getting my own health care at the VA, and a lot of veterans are scared. This bill cuts SNAP benefits for veterans. That's the basic food assistance that many veterans need to just eat every day. This is on top of all the DOGE cuts. Tens of thousands of VA employees put out of work. A lot of veterans are worried about their health care to begin with, and it's just going to get worse. But I also want to tell you, I got approached by a constituent a few days ago who came up to me after the 4th of July and said, you know what, Seth, this bill is great for me. This bill is fantastic for me. I've got 2 private planes. I can depreciate them fully now. I've got a vacation home on an island. It helps me with tens of thousands of dollars of the taxes. He's going to save hundreds of thousands of dollars as a result of this legislation. But then you know what he said to me? He said, I didn't ask for any of that. I don't need that. How about helping my son buy his first home? And by the way, my son's a veteran.
Yeah, there you go. Democratic Congressman Jason Crow and Seth Moulton. Thank you both very much for coming on the show this morning. We appreciate it.
And thank you for your service
Thank
to America
you
in
very
uniform
much.
and in Congress.